Hi, everybody. That's a lot of reverb. Happy Monday. Welcome back. Yay. I wasn't here last Monday, but I'm happy to be back today. Hi, Zach. Oh, yay. You were here before it started. So shout out to you. Shout out to you for being the first person here. All right. Let's have some fun. Let's see. I think that's enough reverb. Okay. Done. All right. Let's see if y'all can recognize this tune. Let's take a sip of tea first. But yeah, let me know how you're doing, where you're watching from, how your day went, all that good stuff. I don't know where my glasses are. Okay, here they are. But yeah, we can have some fun. Yay. Awesome. So I just practiced this song, so hopefully I can remember all the parts. We're just gonna have some fun either way. So I'm excited. Yay. And happy first day of school, Zach. Yay. How was it? How is it being back in school? Tell me all the things. Okay, let's do it. Done. 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 All right, let's do it. Dun da 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 dun da dun 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 da 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 dun da dun dun da 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 dun da dun 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 da 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 dun da dun dun da 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 dun da dun 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 da 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 dun da dun dun da 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 dun da dun 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 da 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 dun da dun dun da 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 dun da dun 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 da 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 dun da dun dun da 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 dun da dun 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 da 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 dun da dun dun da 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 dun da dun 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 da 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 dun da dun dun da 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 dun da dun. Let's do it. Dun da 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 dun da dun. All night long. I think I started too high, and that's all right. We're gonna try that again. Okay. While we're trying it. Yay, I'm glad that you're doing grand. Miles, Zachy said, thank you. It's a bit weird, especially because it's a new school to me, plus they are building a new and bigger school. My teachers are really nice. Oh, that's good. That's good that your teachers are nice. That's good. All right. Dun, da 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 dun, da dun dun dun, da 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 dun, da dun. Let's try that one. Let's try it there. It's a little high. Okay. Let's try that. All right. Welcome to the trials and errors. Dun dun da 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 dun da dun 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 da 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 dun da dun dun da 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 dun da dun 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 da 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 dun da dun dun da 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 dun da dun 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 da 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 dun da dun dun da 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 dun da dun 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 da 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 dun da dun dun da 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 dun da dun 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 da 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 dun. Much better long da 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 dun da dun 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 da 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 dun da dun all night long da 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 dun da dun 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 da 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 dun da dun all night long da 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 dun da dun 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 da 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 dun da dun all night long da 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 dun da dun 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 da 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 dun da dun all night long da 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 dun da dun 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 da 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 dun da dun all night long da 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 dun da dun 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 da 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 dun da dun all night long da 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 dun da dun 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 da 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 dun da dun all night long da all night long. All night she sings to me. All night she sings to me. All night long. Come on up the ladder, honey. What I've got is better than money. All night long. Come on up, boy, don't be late. What I've got for you won't wait. All night long. Come on up the ladder, honey. What I've got is better than money. All night long. Come on up, boy, don't be late. What I've got for you won't wait. All night long. Come on up the ladder, honey. What I've got is better than money. All night long. Come on up, boy, don't be late. What I've got for you won't wait. All night long. Come on up the ladder, honey. What I've got is better than money. All night long. Come on up, boy, don't be late. What I've got for you won't wait. All night long. Come on up the ladder, honey. What I've got is better than money. All night long. Come on up, boy, don't be late. What I've got for you won't wait. All night long. Come on up the ladder, honey. What I've got is better than money. All night long. Come on up, boy, don't be late. What I've got for you won't wait. All night long. Come on up the ladder, honey. What I've got is better than money. All night long. Ooh, come on up, boy, don't be late. What I've got for you won't wait. All night long. Ooh, come on up the ladder, honey. What I've got is better than money. All night long. Ooh, come on up, boy, don't be late. What I've got for you won't wait. All night long. Ooh, come on up the ladder, honey. What I've got is better than money. All night long. Ooh, come on up, boy, don't be late. What I've got for you won't wait. All night long. Ooh, come on up the ladder, honey. What I've got is better than money. All night. I'm gonna give it to you, give it to you, give it to you, give it to you. Come on up, boy, don't be late. What I've got for you won't wait. All night. I'm gonna give it to you, give it to you, give it to you, give it to you. Come on up the ladder, honey. What I've got is better than money. All night. I'm gonna give it to you, give it to you, give it to you, give it to you. Come on up, boy, don't be late. What I've got for you won't wait. All night. I'm gonna give it to you, give it to you, give it to you, give it to you. Come on up the ladder, honey. What I've got is better than money. All night. I'm gonna give it to you, give it to you, give it to you, give it to you. Come on up, boy, don't be late. What I've got for you won't wait. All night. I'm gonna give it to you, give it to you, give it to you, give it to you. Come on up the ladder, honey. What I've got is better than money. All night. All night. She sings to me all night, all night. She sings to me all night, all night. Give it to you, give it to you, give it to you. Come on, all night, all night. It's better than money all night, all night. Give it to you, give it to you, give it to you. Come on, boy, don't be late. All night, she sings to me all night, all night. Give it to you, give it to you, give it to you. Come on, honey, what I got is better than money all night. Give it to you, give it to you, give it to you, give it to you. Come on, boy, don't be late. What I got for you won't wait all night. Give it to you, give it to you, give it to you, give it to you. Come on, honey, what I got is better than money all night. Give it to you, give it to you, give it to you, give it to you. Come on, boy, don't be late. What I got for you won't wait all night. Give it to you, give it to you, give it to you, give it to you. Come on, honey, what I got is better than money all night. Come on, boy, don't be late. What I've got for you won't wait all night long. Come on up the ladder, honey. What I've got is better than money all night long. Ooh, come on up, boy, don't be late. What I've got for you won't wait all night long.
Yay! It got a little hot in here. Yay! But yes, that was, Zach, you are absolutely correct. That was All Night Long by the Mary Jane Girls. So shout out to you. Yay! I'm gonna write this and save this. So like I said, welcome to Monday. It's Monday. So that means that we're gonna make music, we're gonna talk, we're gonna have some fun. Again, let me know where you're watching from. If you can hear me, I'm gonna switch mics now so that I can talk to you guys. And shout out to my husband because he told me basically the earphones I was using for the music, like doing the music. Oh, yay. Thank you, Zach. I appreciate that. That means a lot to me because I felt like I was struggling. So that's very sweet of you. Thank you. So yeah, my husband told me that, and I guess this is a pro tip for any musicians out there. You don't want to listen to your music with earbuds. I can't find mine right now, but basically earbuds that just like go in your ear because it can actually damage your eardrum. And so I'm trying to keep these ears for as long as possible. So shout out to you. Shout out to my husband for recommending me actually start taking care of my ears well. So yay. All right, let's switch. So today we're going to talk about FOMO. Oh no. Thank you. Thank you so much. And I'm sorry. It might be me. Was it too much noise? I keep losing the sound, but it sounds beautiful. Thank you so much, Indinia. I appreciate that. Yay. But yes, it was All Night Long by Mary Jane Girls. And I just added my own little spin to it. Just, because it's fun. I love that song. That song is fun, even though it's very adult. It's a lot of fun to sing and listen to. So yay. All right. So let me switch the mic to... Glasses might help. Okay, can you all hear me? If so, please let me know. All right, I'm gonna take these off now. Whew, it got hot in here. But anyway, yay, let me know how you're doing today, how you're feeling. It's Monday. It's been kind of gray here where I am, like on the East Coast. In Maryland, it's a little gray outside, but it's been beautiful. Like, it's not too hot. It's not too cold. It's like perfect. The rain is little, it's like, but I like gray days. So that's okay with me. Yay. Okay. Awesome. You can hear me. Yeah. You can see my sweat. Oh, that's okay. So anyway, yay. All right. So we're going to talk about FOMO. So I know that we we know what FOMO means, like the fear of missing out, like when you're on Instagram or something and like you see your friends hanging out together and you're like, dang, like I wish I could be together and maybe be together with them. And maybe it's not like that now because COVID is, you know, social distancing is a thing. But we all know like the general idea of what FOMO is, like fear of missing out what other people are doing, fear of missing out on the fun, like somehow because of if we choose to do something else, than what other people are doing, we're like, dang, should I be doing this or should I be going out with them? So it could start off with like a friend. Yeah, same, Zach. It was cloudy here too. And Dina says, yes, when I have sound. Okay. Aw, I'm sorry. It might be me. It could be me. And I'm sorry. I'm going to test this out afterwards to make sure everything's working right the next time. But yeah, so your friends could ask you, hey, you want to go out to a club or a party or whatever it is. I don't know. Like go out to a restaurant. You're like, I don't think so. And in that moment, you're okay with your decision to be like, no, I'm good. But then you see the pictures of them like having fun and you're like, dang, I should have went because now I'm at home by myself and I'm missing out on all the fun and like all the conversation. Are there going to be inside jokes next time we hang out that I'm not going to get because I wasn't there? It's like this whole slew of things that your mind can like process and be like, okay, like maybe I should have gone, right? But in that moment, you made that decision to not go for a reason. Like you were tired or you were busy or it was a responsible thing to do because you're trying to save money. Like whatever it is, that's the reason why you chose not to go. But when you see other people enjoying life and having fun, you start to wonder, am I enjoying my life just as much as they are, right? So we understand like what FOMO means in a general sense, like especially talking about social media. But I also feel like there's like this FOMO that we have of seeing other people win. And maybe FOMO is not the right phrase, but I still think it's the fear of missing out on something. So like if we see somebody else being successful or, you know, getting all these things done, starting 3 businesses and, you know, like even at the beginning of the pandemic, people were saying that if you come out of this pandemic without a business, then you're lazy. And it's like, we all know that's not true. We don't have to go there because people are just trying to survive, right? But it's still this idea that I'm comparing myself and my situation to somebody else's situation. And I feel like for me, honoring my boundaries, honoring my margin in my life, that I'm missing out on so much that other people are doing. So I'm victim, or I struggle with this myself, like seeing other people win and do the things. And the thing about me is I know that my capacity to do a lot is not there. Like I don't have the capacity to have 50 million things going on at the same time without me burning out. Like I can do it, right? But if I'm going to do it healthily, then I can't really do 50 million things at a time. But then I see somebody else who's like doing 50 million things and they're like raising a baby and they look like they have an amazing marriage from the outside looking in, because I'm not there, but they look like they're having an amazing marriage. Their businesses are taking off. You know, they're in school, they're getting degrees. You know, like I told you, it took me 9 years to get my college degree. And so in that 9 years, I experienced a lot of FOMO. I felt like life was passing me by. Everybody was like having every year, there was like a master's program graduation. And I'm just like, and what am I doing? What am I doing here? Like I'm missing out on all these wonderful things that these people are doing. Or it could be like, again, starting a business. And it's like, okay, you know, this person is killing it and they're doing it. And so I'm like, well, why am I not there? And that comparison comes in. And so then I start doubting and questioning myself and my abilities and wondering if I'm failing, right? So I have notes like I always do because you know me, I like to go all over the place. And if we do, that's okay too. But try to stick to the notes. So you want to do the same thing that these other people are doing, right? And so it can be disheartening to see other people get ahead while you're kind of falling behind. You know, everybody's getting it. Everybody knows what they want to do for the rest of their lives. And especially like in high school, like when I was in high school, everybody had an idea of what they wanted to be. Now, in real life, I had an idea of what I wanted to be, but secretly, I wanted to be a singer. I wanted to be an actress. I wanted to be an artist. I wanted to be an ASL interpreter and a teacher. Those are the things I wanted to be. And so when people would ask me like, oh, what do you want to do? Like I had to think of a practical answer to that question. And it's like, oh, I'm going to go to school and be an ASL interpreter or a teacher, like things that are very safe, using safe as in quotes, because we know that no job is safe at this point, but everything was safe. And so for me, everybody else that I was hanging around felt like they had it all together, felt like they knew where they were going. You know, they wanted to major in architecture or they wanted to be an artist because they are good at art. They're good at painting and drawing and all this other stuff. And I just felt like I was just kind of floating there like, okay, why can't I Why can't I pick a safe and solid thing to major in? Like, what is what is wrong with me? What's wrong with me? Writing Mile says, FOMO is a real thing. Did you change your name on here? Anyway, FOMO is a real thing. It can make us a little green with envy. Absolutely. And I don't think there's anything wrong with envy, right? I think that a lot of people are like, oh, don't be envious. It's a sin. I don't think that envy is a sin. I think acting on that envy is a sin, or the way that we process that envy. Because like I said before, I think envy is really just a signal to ourselves that we want to do something. And so me and you, Jamal, we talked about this before, but this idea that like, you know, oh, I'm envious of this person. I gotta push it down. I can't feel these feelings. And it's like, no, give yourself permission to feel it, because the reason why you're envious of this person is because you want to do what they're doing. There's nothing wrong with that, right? You want to do what they're doing and they're doing it. And so for you, that's just a signal to yourself like, oh, maybe I should be doing this. Like these feelings are valid. So yeah, but definitely FOMO really makes you green on the inside for sure. Zach says, I definitely want to become a singer as well. Yay, do it. But I also want to work on computers. Hey, because I'm really good at that. But I'm really good at singing too. Absolutely. Listen, you can do two things at the same time. We talk about being multi-passionate here. There's nothing wrong with that. You can have multiple things that you do. And I recommend you do multiple things because that makes you more competitive. Like it makes you more, what's the word? Like you'll have multiple streams of income. So like, not that you have to monetize everything that you do, but I do think that it's good to have multiple skills. Like at some point I'm going to learn woodworking just because I want to be able to like find a job with my hands. I don't know. Something small, maybe not building houses, but you know, fixing something. You know, it's good to have multiple skills. So shout out to you. And for me, like I'm glad that you know exactly what you want to do. For me, I was just like, dang, like I got to go to school for 4 years and not sing and do all this stuff. And then maybe later on in life, I can sing. And yeah, that didn't work out. That didn't work out too well. Because I was always singing and I couldn't stop. But either way, it can feel like that we're left in the dust, right? And so then we start thinking like shoulds, right? I should be here. I should be doing this. I should be more successful. I should have more money. I should be more, I don't know, like this person. Like we use this word should. And so for me, like I'm trying myself to stop using the word should, because there is no should, right? Like who said that I should be anything, right? And I really feel like it's important for us to know that where we are in our lives is exactly where we're supposed to be. And I know we've heard that a million times and it sounds good, like put it on a mug or like on a quote and hang it up in the room. But like when you really think about that, when you really think about that you are exactly where you should be, life becomes more easy, or life becomes easier. Life becomes more fun. It becomes more fruitful. It becomes more enjoyable, because no longer are we looking so much into the future or so much like over the fence, so to speak, into someone else's lawn, or, you know, looking at ourselves and like berating ourselves. You know what I'm saying? Like we are more content because we're like, okay, if this is where I'm supposed to be, what am I supposed to get out of this place that I'm in right now? If this is exactly where I'm supposed to be, what am I supposed to do with what I have right now? So for example, you know, I started photography in 2012. I want to say 2012. And I had one camera and one lens. And I was watching all these YouTube videos and I'm like, I have to get X, Y, and Z. I have to get this light and, you know, these lenses and this equipment. And, you know, it's like, dang, I should be able to do this. I should have this, or I want to have this, right? Comparing my equipment to other people's equipment. And then also feeling small in the presence of other photographers who was like, oh, that's the only camera you have. Like really taking that in and like looking at myself like, dang, I'm not qualified. I'm not a legit photographer. But then, you know, because I had that one camera, I used that one camera. Jamal could tell me, but I had that camera for years. Like I had that camera for years. I used it on shoots. I used it for personal projects. I took it on like jobs, like paid jobs with me, and people wouldn't know the difference. Clients would not know the difference between the camera I was using and a camera that somebody else was using, right? And so I realized that I didn't need to have all that special equipment to make great photos, to make a great experience. I just needed to learn my skill. And so if I'm being more present in the moment, instead of saying, oh, I can't take pictures until I buy this lens, go with me here on this example. It's really like, oh, well, this is all I have. So what can I learn from what I have? How can I be more creative with what I have now? How can I use this season of life to get everything I want to get out of this season? And so now give me whatever cameras, you know, we go outside, I can take pictures. You know what I'm saying? Like, I can take pictures anywhere. I don't have to be in a studio. Like I don't have to have fancy equipment. I don't have to have, you know, the works just to get things done, because in that season of not having much, like I did a lot with what I had. I did everything with what I had. And I think for us, sometimes we really have to reevaluate where we are, instead of saying like, I'm missing out on where I'm supposed to be. I'm missing out on success. I'm missing out on, things that this other person is doing, and really just look at our own garden and say, okay, what do I have here? How can I use what I have here? And like, what joy and good stuff am I missing out on by looking ahead? This woman, Minister Kim, shout out to Minister Kim. She gave me advice about singing, and she said to me, keep the blinders on. And so I'm like, okay, like, what does that mean? And so she was saying, when you are singing, in my case, when you're singing or making music or whatever you're doing, right? You don't want to keep looking to the left or to the right. You don't want to keep comparing yourself to other people. You don't want to see what other people are doing, because it's going to slow you down. It's going to distract you. It's going to make you feel like you're not good enough, or it's going to make you prideful to think that you're better than somebody else. Or, I like to use this example of swimming, because when I was on the swim team, my coach told me to hold my head down in high school. Hold my head down because you become more, hydrodynamic, not aerodynamic. But anyway, you become more streamlined, and so you're faster in the water. The issue that a lot of swimmers had was that they kept looking up and looking over to the other lane. And so that would slow them down. That would mess up their whole process. Their whole swimming technique would be thrown off. The water would be slowing you down from your shoulder. You're dragging in the water. And so because you're focused on somebody else in another lane, then you're going to be slowing down your own process, right? You're not focused on your own lane. And so what's helpful for swimmers is to not look to the left or to the right. Don't even look up, right? Because even looking up can ruin your hydrodynamics. I don't know. But looking up is distracting you from what you're supposed to be doing. In a swim meet, in a competition while you're swimming, the goal is not, yes, the goal is to be first, right? The goal is to win ultimately, but the goal really is just to, in that moment, to actually have your hands correct, to actually breathe correctly. Like, that's it. Like, being present in that movement, in the process of actually swimming. While the goal, yes, you want to win, you want to get to the end. The goal in the moment, and not to be distracted from, is to focus on actually getting your form right, swimming correctly, like breathing correctly. That's stuff that actually helps you in getting to the end goal. So like, we would go to swim meets, and there would always be somebody in the water who was, slower than everybody else. And so what was funny to me is that we're putting all this pressure on ourselves. I have to be first. I have to get it done. And these people would get in the water, and they would take like 5 minutes plus to finish, a 50 free. So 50 free is like down and back. And so that was one of the things that I did. And these people would be taking their time. They would not be looking up from the water to the side, because the point for them was to finish, but also the point was to be present in the moment of them swimming. So lifting up their hands, like, my whole point of saying all this is, I hope that you're getting these analogies. My whole point is that we can't rush from where we are. We have no control over where we are in life right now. Like, some choices we make, sure. But I think that sometimes some stuff just takes time. Some stuff just takes process. And we should not forsake where we are in our process just because we're looking at other people, being distracted and disappointed and confused and like wondering like, what's wrong with me? What was me? Like, if we put that same energy into actually being in the moment, smelling the roses, being present with the people that are around us that we love the most, then I feel like then we get the most out of life. I hope that makes sense. If not, let me know. And also, we have to remember in life that there is no race. And again, the reason why I'm saying this to you is because I need to hear this. I need to hear this. I need to be reminded of this. We're not racing in life. There is no race. Like, we live in a society that's telling us like, oh, you got to be the first, you got to be the best. And it's like, against who? Who am I racing against? Like, I am only Alecia. I can only be Alecia. There will only be one Alecia ever in the whole wide world. And so what am I racing towards except to death? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm going to be here for my whole life, however long that life is. And so I want to get everything that I'm getting. I want to get everything that I can get out of my life in every single stage. So if I'm in a stage of lack, if I'm in a stage of being in community or not having much, like, there's still beauty in every single season and every single step of our lives. And so if you're in a season, again, where you don't have much money, you might have more time. You might have more ability to be creative because you don't have the resources available to you. When I only had my camera, I had to be creative because I didn't have much, right? And so if I went through that season having everything that I ever wanted, access to all the things, I would not be as creative as I am today. I wouldn't, because I had to go through that process of not having it to actually get the skills down so that even when I don't have the equipment, I can still take some bomb photos. You know what I mean? Like, that whole process is something that we all want to avoid, but it's all beneficial for us to go through those hard times, if that makes sense. Oh no, I'm freezing. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. Writing Miles says, glasses could help. Definitely getting it. Great advice. When we're present in the moment, we can get in a flow state where we can do our best and have the most fun. Exactly. Kind of like the movie Soul. Exactly. Listen, that movie is like the movie of the year for me. It's the movie of the year. There were so many nuggets and gems in that movie, and I'm just like, y'all didn't even get it. Like, it was beautiful, but I do believe that we're always taught to keep searching, to keep seeking, and we're not taught to be present. We're not taught to be grateful for what we have or to think that what we have is enough. Like, people are always trying to tell us, go, like, once we hit a goal, it's like, oh, well, what's the next thing? You have, let's talk about subscribers. You got 100 subscribers or 100 followers. Let's get 500. And it's like, why can't we just take a moment to be present and to celebrate the fact that 100 people resonated with what you were saying or what you're doing? Like, why can't we be happy with the fact that, even though I don't have much, I have a lot. Like, we really do have a lot when we think about it. But I think it's because the society and culture is always telling us to improve, to do better, to get more, like to accomplish more. And for me, it's like, this isn't how life is supposed to be going. Like, we're literally missing out on our lives trying to achieve something else that somebody else told us is important, right? Somebody else told us is important. So we had a meetup recently for Black Girl Creative. And so we had a meeting and a woman was saying that her business is 15 years old, but she treats it like it's 3 years old, right? And she's not in a rush. She's not in a rush to scale it. She's not in a rush to like do all these fancy things with it. And people will tell her, you should do this, you should do X, Y, and Z. Like, do more, get more, right? Hit more people. And for her, she's so content and so sure and so like unmoving from the fact that what she has the capacity for, her business is, and it's wonderful. And so as small as it is, she's still going to make it impactful. She's still going to do the thing. And I loved that she said that, because I feel like for a long time, I've been trying to figure out how to create the culture in my life where there is margin, where there's space, where I'm not super busy. I'm not like packed to the brim with busyness and things and, even goals and aspirations. It's a problem on New Year's Day that I write down 100 goals. You know what I'm saying? Like, there are things that I aspire to eventually, but why does it all have to get done this year? Why does it have to get done this month or in the next 10 years? Lord willing, I'm gonna live till I'm 355. So it's like, I have a lot of life to live, and I don't want to jam pack my life so much with busyness that I miss out on my friends and my family and the beauty that is right now and today and the flowers outside. Like, if you're always on the move, literally like stopping and smelling the roses, like literally, how often are we in a rush? Look at everybody driving on 95 or 695 or wherever you live, right? Everybody's in a rush, and it's like, to get to where? More traffic to get to the next thing. And to me, it's like, if somebody calls me and it disrupts my schedule and I am, pissed off, the problem is not them, it's me. I'm too busy. I'm doing too much. Like, there are days when my husband really had to say, like, enough. Like, you've done enough today. Calm down. Because I'm like, no, I need to be productive. I need to get things done. And like I said before, I think it goes back to capitalism. I think it goes back to that slave mentality that we are what we create. We are what we produce. You know what I'm saying? And so if you don't have the hottest record, if you don't have the biggest business, if you're not a millionaire, people look at you like you're a failure. But it's like, you are so much more than that. You are so much more than the money you make. You're so much more than, the products you have or what you wear or, how many followers you have. All that stuff does not matter. You are worthy just because you're existing. But this, again, unlearning this need to always be in pursuit of more. Because the truth is, it will never be enough. If we're never content now, we'll never have enough. Even if we're a millionaire, it'll feel like we don't have enough because we're always in the mood for getting. We always feel like we're missing out on something. We're always going to be comparing ourselves to other people, and our lives are going to be miserable. And who wants to live a life like that? I don't. Wingo 500, hi. Not having everything, you learn how to MacGyver your way through. Absolutely. Absolutely. Listen, ain't nothing more creative than somebody who don't have, okay? Let's see. Oh, Rhode Island is the opposite of that. You wish that people were going 20 miles per hour on I-95. Really? I don't even know what that's like in Rhode Island. I've never been, so I'm not sure. But in the DMV, everybody's in a rush all the time. It's crazy. Like, for no reason. For no reason. But yeah, no, that's But going 20 miles an hour, that's infuriating. That's like Virginia speed. I don't know if anybody's from Virginia on here. I'm sorry. Virginia drivers are so slow. I don't get it. I kind of get it, I guess, because their cops are wild. But yeah, going 20 miles an hour is that's infuriating. That's infuriating. Maybe because Rhode Island's so small. I don't know. I'm just guessing. But yeah, again, we should drop the word should because I feel like it's ruining our lives. I feel like the word should is like putting us in places that we're not supposed to be yet, that we might not be equipped to go ever. I feel like should is really messing with our contentment and our joy. It's like, I should be better. I should be more fit. I should have more money. My business should be this. And it's like, should it be? If it should have been, wouldn't it be now? Right? And I really feel like we're missing out on the gift of now versus like our dreams and what we think we want, what we think we desire. Because a lot of times people get what they want and they're still like, this ain't it. This ain't it. And much like that example I gave about swimming, about this, about focusing on other people's lanes, you know, when we're looking at other people doing their own thing, we think that, oh, my way to success, I have to do it differently. Look at how they're swimming. Maybe I should swim like them. When your body's not even built for them or conditioned for that. And so we're putting on other things that people put on, comparing ourselves and saying, oh, if this worked for them, it should work for me. And you're not them. You're not them. So it's not going to work the same way. Or if you get what they get, if you get what they have, then you're not going to be content because it was never for you in the first place. You know what I mean? Let's see. Indenia says, you miss out when you're too busy to enjoy what you have. Exactly. Precisely. Zach says it takes 3 hours to get to the other part of the dang state. Oh no. Oh no. That's a no for me. I'm trying to think, like, driving the long way of Maryland, how many hours that would take? Maybe that might be 3 hours, right? Y'all correct me, people who are in Maryland, and no. But yeah, no, but I feel like Rhode Island is smaller than us. So that's interesting. Wingable 500 says, people still drive crazy in VA, bobbing and weaving through traffic. I don't like VA drive. I just don't. Once you hit that VA line, it's like, what is happening? What's happening? But people say that we drive crazy too. So I guess, you know, everybody has their opinion. Yeah. So yes, just like Indenia just said, like, you miss out when you're too busy to enjoy what you have. And so the note I literally wrote was that we miss out on the joys of real life, like taking things slow. What's wrong with going slow? What's wrong with taking your time? What's wrong with that? Like, who are we racing against? And we should really accept the fact that the race doesn't exist. People are telling us that we should be racing. But there's no race. There's no rush. There's no rush. There's no rush in life. Being more present. Like, we're missing out on the ability to be more present, to have more deeper connections with the people we love. You know what I'm saying? You miss out on those years. You can't get back. Like, people are saying, I was listening to this podcast recently, and this guy was like, you know, if I want to be a millionaire, I might have to spend 5 years building a business and not talking to my friends, not hanging out, not having a social life. But after that 5 years, you know, then I can actually hang out with him. And the thing is that I don't like about that, I don't want my work to replace. There's no replacing friendships and relationships, right? There's no replacing that. And so in 5 years, my friend could die. In 5 years, my husband could leave me. Like, these are extreme examples, but I think that we overestimate. We're very arrogant with time. We think that we have all the time in the world. We think that, you know, everything should go on our schedule. And it's like, life does not work like that. Like, you miss out on 5 years of your friendship. You might not have friends no more. Like, after your friends have had enough of you saying, I don't want to hang out with you, they take that as, oh, I'm not important to you. Like, your priorities are kind of messed up. And for me, I want to be able to build a sustainable business, work hard at it, but also have balance in life. Meaning, I have one plate, right? I have one plate. I can't put everything that I want in full form on my plate or it's going to fall over, right? It needs to have space. And this is exactly what we're talking about, margin in life. Like, again, I want to be able to clock out of work and be like, I'm going to go hang out with my friends, you know, after COVID, I guess. But I want to go hang out with my friends or call my friends or, you know, hang out with my husband or my mom, my brothers, like my cousins, my aunties, like these kind of things, because these are the precious moments you can't get back. And so while you're so focused on what's in the future, you're missing out on what's in the present, because what's in the present is not always going to happen. It's not always going to be here. Things change. People pass away, unfortunately. And also, we should take time to enjoy every part of the journey. Oh, yay. Hi, Marcus. Hi. So we should take time to enjoy every single part of the journey, even the part that sucks. Like I did a video recently about the benefit of being a small YouTuber, a small content creator. Everybody's like, yeah, I need 100,000 subscribers. The thing is, I don't know if I'm ready for 100,000 subscribers. I don't know if I'm ready for that, right? If it happens, it happens. It's wonderful. But I get overwhelmed. I love that the benefit of having a small YouTube channel is that I get to talk to y'all like this. Like I get to see y'all come every single week. Like I recognize y'all by name on here, right? And so if I had 100,000 people, that intimacy, that stuff that I long for, the stuff that I love, like I wouldn't be able to have that. It would go a lot faster. People would be way more critical of me. Like I can show up here just like at the beginning of this live. I messed up on the song. If y'all not hating me, no one's like leaving me hate comments. You know what I mean? No one's leaving me hate comments, and I appreciate that, but the joy of having an intimate experience. I love stuff like this. I love intimate experiences. But if I had what I wanted, right, what I think that I want, 100,000 people, it's too many people to keep track of. I would feel like I'm failing people because I can't respond to everything. I would feel very overwhelmed. And so I think sometimes, again, what we think we want, we really have to ask ourselves, like, do I really want that? Do I want it now? Do I want it ever? And what are you really searching for in that thing, right? So like maybe my goal is I want 100,000 subscribers, right? Say I say that. Why? Why? Do I hope that they buy my music? Sure. And who doesn't want to be affirmed? It's great for the ego. It feels great. Like I have 100,000 subscribers. But then like, what is the real reason? Is it because you want to feel affirmed? Is it because you want love? Is it because you want to feel like you're validated in your music? You want to feel like your music matters. You want to feel like you're making a difference. Really get to the heart of those things. I feel like it's more important than what you actually want. Because if I want to be affirmed, I can go to my husband. I can go to my God. I can go to my friends. If I want to feel loved, the same. Like I can go to, that's what community is for. To love on you. To love you in every single part. Even the ugly parts that everybody else hates. You know what I mean? If you want to feel like your music is validated, I get validation from my music almost every day. And I take it for granted. I don't take it for granted actually. But it's so hard to, it's easy to hear the negative things that people say about your music more than it is the positive. So every time y'all send me a message, every time y'all affirm me, like that makes me feel, if I cry, it's okay. It's okay. But that makes me feel happy because it's like, and happy is such a simple word, but it makes me feel like what I'm doing matters. It makes me feel like I matter. Right? This voice that didn't really fit anywhere in church. It didn't really, couldn't really find a niche, right? But I found a little section of space on YouTube and Facebook or wherever else that I'm singing music and people are like, I resonate with that. I like that. You know what I mean? And that means something to me because that means that the gift that God gave me is actually impacting other people. So again, if you're not happy now, when you get what you want, you'll never be happy. If you're not happy now, like when you say no thank you to your friends and you see your friends hanging out and you see the pictures after the fact and you're like, dang, I wish I was there. Like you wouldn't be happy if you were there either, because if you're hanging out with your friends and you told them no at first and you change your mind and say, okay, I'm gonna come because I saw the pictures, you go there and you be like, dang, I should have stayed home. Like you'll never be happy. It'll never be enough. So I feel like what's most important is really just to be present with our choices, present with our experiences, with our season in life, present with ourselves, because there is beauty here that we are to behold, that we miss out on because we feel like we have to be everywhere else, doing everything else. And understand, like I said, if you're not happy now, you'll never be. You'll never be happy if you get the thing you want. If I'm not happy right now with my small channel, with you guys here, and I don't mean small because this is huge for me. When I first did this video, I think maybe like one person was there or two people were here. And those are my friends and people who know me personally. But like, if I am not happy in this season of life, if and when I get 100,000 subscribers, right? I'm not going to be happy then either. It's always going to feel like, oh, I need 500 now. I need 1 million. I need, you know what I mean? Like just, it's never enough. The human being is never satisfied. Never. So we have to make the choice to be satisfied. You're not missing out on anything. You're not missing out on anything. If you're focused on what you think you're missing out on, ironically, you're missing out on the life you're living today. And that's the greatest fear for me, is missing out on what's here today. Like looking back 10 years from now and saying, dang, what was I doing in 2021? I can't connect it to connecting with people or making art or enjoying life. I was just working. You know what I mean? The fear of missing out for me has changed. The fear of missing out is no longer about where I think I should be physically or even in my life, in the seasons of life. It's more about, I'm afraid of missing out on the life that I'm living today. And so the only way to appreciate the life I'm living today is to take it day by day, step by step, slowly and being okay with going slow and taking on a little bit at a time. You know what I mean? Like making priorities, making things that are a priority to me. Like this example about Beyonce. I hate using Beyonce as an example, but I'm going to. People, just as a last example, but people say, oh, everybody has the same 24 hours as Beyonce. First of all, no, you don't. That's not true. Like Beyonce's 24 hours is very different. She probably has assistants, people who are cooking for her, taking care of her children, all this great stuff, right? So we don't have the same 24 hours because a lot of people are just doing it themselves. But the whole point of me bringing up Beyonce is that people are like, Beyonce is a thing to be, right? And I've said this before. I don't want to be Beyonce. I'm not interested. I don't want to be in Target minding my business and then all these cameras and people come out the woodwork and they're like, oh my God, it's Alecia. It's like, that's not fun to me. I don't even want to do the work that it takes to be Beyonce. I don't want to. If I just had twins, guess who's not, killing myself to do a performance? Me. Like if I just had twins, I'm going to take my time, I'm going to rest. But because she is who she is, she has to do those things, or she chooses to do those things. She doesn't have to. But people expect this from her. Excellence. I'm not about that. If I have twins, I'm taking a sabbatical. Like y'all gonna see me in like 2 years and maybe I'll come back. You know what I mean? But I think it's really important to really assess, why do we want the thing? What do we want? Sorry. What do we want? Why do we want it? And what are we missing out on today, right here? So I hope that was helpful. We're going to get into music making again. But yeah, let me know what you think about what we talked about today. Like, do you have FOMO? Are you comparing yourself to other people? Like, you know what I mean? Do you feel like you should be somewhere? You should throw the word out of your vocabulary, should, because no, you shouldn't, I ask my husband this all the time, like, should I do this? And he was like, it's not about should, it's if you want to. I'm like, you know what? You're right. You're right. It's good to have great morals and stuff, but yeah. Let's see. Zach says, can you try to sing Gold City Rainbow of Love? I still have to listen to that. I have to listen to that. But yes, I can, just not tonight because I have to learn it and listen to it. But yeah. But overall, I hope that makes sense. Let me know what you think. And I'm going to switch the switch the mics. I'm sorry, I'm rusty. I'm going to switch the mics over. So let's see. Can you hear me now in the mic? Let me know. Thank you, Zach. I appreciate it. Thanks for bearing with me. But yeah, let me know what you guys think. And if you feel like you're missing out on anything, I do. And so I'm trying to remedy that because I know the truth is I'm not missing out on anything. I'm not missing anything. It's like, oh, I wish I could go there. I wish I was there. It's like, girl, it's okay. You're inside. All right. Yay. Okay, cool. You can hear me. Hi, Alecia Renece. I'm retired and all I want is to get on the road. Yes. I want you to get on the road. I do. And shout out to you for being retired. What a life. Okay. All right. So now we're going to make some music together, friends. Yay. I'm sorry, earlier I was sweating. It's hot in here. I had the heat going on all day and I started singing and I'm like, oh, it's very warm. Okay, so if you can give me a BPM between 85 and 130, I would appreciate it so much. So 85 and 130. Tilt my screen so I can see you guys. And let's see. And we're just going to make something up. So let me know how your day was. It was kind of rainy day. Rainy, gray, cozy day. Okay, 1:30. Cool. Thank you, Zach. Zach, you're quick. You're fast. That's not it. All right, let's see. 1:30. Okay. Let's see what that sounds like. Ooh, that's fast. All right. Yeah, and let me know how your day went today. as always. Or what are you looking forward to in May? I know Mother's Day is coming up. Wow, this weekend. This weekend? That happened fast. I hope y'all got your cards and y'all flower. Well, don't get the flowers yet. But because no. That would be no bueno. But yes, what are you looking forward to in May? Please let me know. And you know we gotta add reverb just a little bit. Okay. Let me turn down the volume of the rhythm. All right. Mother's Day's coming up. What else am I looking forward to in May? Warm weather. I'm excited. We're getting little tastes of it here and there, so I'm excited about that. Oh, Lord. Writing Miles says cicadas. I am not looking forward to that at all, okay? I'll be inside the house. Thank you very much. Sitting in a corner, trembling in fear until they go away. But yes, for those of you who may not know, this is the year of the cicada. They're coming back. They're coming for us all. Zach says, I'm looking forward to maybe getting my shot because Pfizer is coming out with it for 12 to 15-year-olds, or 12 to 15-year-olds. Is that what you mean, Zach? Riding with you says, sunshine and flowers. I agree. Dang, the flowers aren't in here. My husband bought me a bouquet, and it's out in the living room. But yeah, flowers. The tulips have begun to spring where we are, and they're kind of like, they flowered and like they're dying, and so I'm trying to figure out, is that it for tulips? Is that the hint? But yes. All right, so flowers and sunshine and cicadas and a shot. Okay, let's see. Lord, please give us a song, as always, because God has all the songs. Okay. Excuse me, y'all. Ooh, thank you, baby. It's nice and sweet. All right. Let's see. The sun will shine and the flowers bloom, and I can't wait till I see you. I see you. Okay. The sun shines and the flowers bloom, and I can't wait till I see you. Let's just do it. Let's have fun. Who knows? All right. Oh, that's what I forgot to do. The sun will shine and the flowers bloom. All right, I gotta count myself in, y'all, because y'all know I struggle with time. The sun will shine. The sun will shine. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4. The sun will shine. Okay. The sun will shine and the flowers bloom, and I can't wait till I see you. The sun will shine and the flowers bloom, and I can't wait till I see you. The sun will shine and the flowers bloom, and I can't wait till I see you. The sun will shine and the flowers bloom, and I can't wait till I see you. The sun will shine and the flowers bloom, and I can't wait till I see you.
The sun will shine,
cicadas blow
and
away,
the flowers bloom.
cicadas go away,
And I can't wait
cicadas go away,
till I see you.
cicadas go away,
The sun will shine,
cicadas go
and
away,
the flowers bloom.
cicadas go away,
And I can't wait
cicadas go away,
till I see you.
cicadas go away,
The sun will shine,
cicadas go
and
away,
the flowers bloom.
oh, thank you, Joy. Thank you. And thanks for being here. Oh, thank you, Zach.
Till I see you.
Thank you.
The sun will
Before they even come, they need to go away. Okay.
and the flowers bloom.
Cicadas go away.
And I can't wait
Cicadas go away.
till I see you.
Cicadas go
I just
away.
wanna, the sun will shine.
Cicadas
I
go
just
away.
wanna, the flowers bloom.
Cicadas go
I just wanna,
away.
and I can't wait.
Cicadas go
I just wanna
away.
till I see you.
Cicadas go
I just wanna,
the
sun will shine. I just wanna,
and the flowers bloom.
I just wanna,
And I can't wait
I just wanna,
till I see you.
I just wanna,
The sun will shine
I just
and
wanna,
the flowers bloom.
I just wanna,
And I can't wait
I just wanna,
till I see you.
I just wanna,
The sun will shine
I just
and
wanna,
the flowers bloom.
I just wanna,
And I can't wait
I just wanna,
till I see you.
I just wanna,
The sun will shine
I just wanna,
and the flowers bloom.
I just wanna,
And love is a flower, bloom, and air that smells sweet like you. Oh, that's beautiful.
I just wanna,
The sun will shine, go away, and the flowers bloom. Go away, and I can't wait. Go away till I see. Let's talk about the rain.
I just wanna,
The sun will shine, rain, go away. Flowers rain, rain, go away. And I can't wait. Rain, go away till I see. Rain, rain, go away. The sun will shine, rain, go away. Flowers rain, rain, go away. And I can't rain, rain, go away till I see. Rain, rain, go away. The sun will shine, go away. Flowers rain, 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 go away. And I can't wait. Go away till I see. Rain, rain, go away. The sun will shine, go away. Flowers rain, rain, go away. And I can't rain, rain, go away till I see. Rain, rain, let's try it. Go away. The sun will shine, go away. Flowers rain, rain, go away. And I can't rain, rain, go away till I see. Rain, rain, go away. The sun will shine, go away. Flowers rain, rain, go away. And I can't rain, go away till I see. Rain, rain, go away. The sun will shine, go away. Flowers rain, rain, go away. And I can't rain, go away till I see. Rain, rain, go away. The sun will shine, go away. Flowers rain, rain, go away. Yay! Thank you. I appreciate that. I'm trying. Go away till I see. I'm trying. Go away. The sun will shine. Summer, go away. Joy comes in the summer. Joy. Joy comes in the summer. Go away. 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 Joy comes in the
the summer, go away. Joy comes in the summer, go away. Sun comes in the summer, go away. Joy comes in the summer, go away. Joy comes in the summer, go away. Joy comes, yay, in the summer, go away. Joy comes 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 in the summer, go away.
Oh yeah, I'm glad you're enjoying it.
Comes in the summer, go away. Joy 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 comes, cicadas, go away. Sun will shine, cicadas, go away. Flowers rain, cicadas, go away. Knocking rain, cicadas, go away. Till I see rain, cicadas, go away. Sun will shine, cicadas, go away. Joy comes in the summer, 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 and the joy comes in the summer, and joy comes in the summer. Joy comes in the summer. Joy comes in the summer. I just wanna. Joy comes in the summer. I just wanna. Joy comes in the summer. I just wanna. Joy comes in the summer.
Yay! That was fun. I'm gonna write that and save that. But yes, thank you so much. Thank you so much for your input. Shout out to all of you. Yes. Again, my glasses. You know what? Let me just put my glasses on so I can see. But yes, we talked about cicadas. We talked about the shot. We talked about joy. Thank you for being here, Joy. We talked about summer. And Wing and Wolf 500, no, I am not ready. I am not ready for cicadas at all. Indinia, yes, this is beautiful. Are you a poet? Please share with us. But yes, as always, I want to shout all of you all for coming out tonight. Oh, yay. Thank y'all. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, Indinia. Thank you. Oh, yay. Don't make me cry. That's beautiful. Thank you. Thank you. I'm like blushing. Thank you so much. Joy, yay. Thank you. And thank you, Zach. Thank you. Thank you. Okay. As always, I want to shout all of you all for being here. Zach, shout out to you being here before it even started. Thank you so much for being here. Riding Miles. Yay. That's my husband, y'all. Shout out to him. He made me this tea. And every time I finish this, the tea is always cold because I always get too nervous to drink it. So anyway, but yes, Indinia, yay! Thank you for being here. Wingable 500, thank you so much. Marcus, yay! Riding with you, thank you so much for being here. And yes, I want you to get on the road soon. Joy, yay! Let's see, Indinia, yay! I think I said everybody. If I didn't, please forgive me and correct me. But I think I got everybody. But I love you guys. I hope that you have a wonderful rest of the week. Thank you so much for being here. It's 9:07. I want to respect your time. I hope you had fun. This was fun for me. And as we talked about earlier, I hope that you're just enjoying like the seasons in your life, that you're not, I hope you understand you're not missing out on anything. You're exactly where you're supposed to be. Take all the things you can get from the season in life, from this time in life, from this place, because you won't have this moment ever again. And there are beautiful things that you're missing out on, focused on other people, or focused on the future or the past. So I hope you enjoy your life. I love you. Keep creating, keep making stuff, keep living the best life. And have a wonderful night. Thank you, Zach. Have a wonderful night, you guys. Thank you so much for being here. Yay! All right, good night.